Hey, Worf. Do you want to be on YouTube? Worf just got back from grooming. Let me put some stuff away and I will continue talking about 2024 mid-year reflections. I saw Adelia Borshade, Picky Girl Travels, had a live with the same topic as well as the lady who talks about remote jobs. I forgot her name. But yeah, I planted some seeds and they're growing well. I will show the progress when I take my phone out. But in general, 2024 has been okay. I was hoping that I would get a job in tech, but I'm making progress towards it, even though I don't have the stable job yet. I am working towards it. I have motivation towards getting studying data structures and algorithms more through being more involved in Brilliant Black Minds, BBM. Last night there were fireworks that kept waking us up, so I guess they're going to do it tonight as well for July 4th celebrations. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in BBM. Brilliant Black Minds is a community where Afro-descendant people come together and study data structures, algorithms, computer science concepts. There's a lot of they host conversations with industry leaders and people who are working in the industry, in the tech industry. There's a Discord server that is active. They have courses. I just took one for a month where like a Carrot interviewer teaches a class on depth first search and breadth first search, and all that. And yeah, I would search for that if you're a Black person, because I think it's worth getting into it if you're into the tech field. So this celery is from the garden. I grew it from seed. I got the seeds from a local farm. It's best to get it from a local farm because it's more acclimated to the temperatures of where you live, to the soil, pH level of where you live, and instead of like a generic seed from a place that maybe where you live is not supported by it. Okay. Maybe it'll dry easier if it's outside. Or if it's inside. But we won't let him out because he likes peeing on the blueberry bushes. And I would like to keep it clean so we could see all these like blueberries are ready. Yeah. I will pick them when I don't have a phone on my hand. It took these blueberries 4 years to develop into what they are now, with like lots of blueberries. We planted all these bushes 4 years ago. Me and my father-in-law. There's these grapes. Worf can't have grapes. Apparently grapes are poisonous towards dogs, so that's also another reason why we're keeping him inside. Let's see. And also, more grapevines have been planted. There's this tree. It's a fruit tree. I'm not sure what kind of fruit it is. There's this fruit. These are plums, I believe. Another fruit tree over there. And a fig bush. So, you know, a lesson from seeing how all these blueberry bushes took more than 3 years to develop, to be able to produce all these big, delicious blueberries, is that things take time. Good things take time. And that's the Kins tree. It has lots of fruit on it. Okay, so these are the 2 rows where I grew things from seed. I didn't plant this one. This one came from like a home improvement store. It's a tomato, and those were not planted by me. Let's see. Go inside. Planted these. These are Chinese broccoli. Lettuce. Carrots. I'm not sure what these are, but we had them in a hot pot a few days ago. Yeah, so I didn't plant this. It was planted recently from a home improvement store. And here is some celery. Very tall and hardy celery. I'm not sure if this is developing seed. But yeah, I've always been an esoteric, philosophical thinker, and I make connection between things. Okay, I'm not sure what this is either, but might be ready to eat. Okay, another thing. Okay, so one thing I learned about plants, if they have flowered, it's ready for it to be eaten. So I'll pull this out. And also, something I learned recently, another thing is that the commercial farms in the US have depleted soil. Okay, so these are leeks, or no, not leeks, bok choy. And I think these are also ready to be picked because here are the flowers. These are what's called perlin. So because I was able to pay down debts with the help of family, I realized that I was procrastinating heavily because stress preoccupies your mind and makes you do things that distract you. So if you are a person who keeps putting things off that you should do, like, you know, studying for a test or for interview, or like not planning or budgeting for things, then consider asking for help from friends and family. So after I started, or like after I was able to transfer my loans and pay off loans, I suddenly got clarity and started studying. So yeah, the thing that I learned from that was that, and also other things that I have connected, is how poverty is evil. because poverty makes you, like, the mind is preoccupied by getting safety, which means you might not be thinking rational. Sorry, Worf. Can't let you out. And okay, so I was reading this New York Times article on how COVID babies, or babies who were born, in 2020 or 2019 through 2024, are having difficulties in pre-K and daycare with not having the same amount of, like, they don't know how to interact with others without getting angry, throwing things. So COVID babies have difficulty with emotional regulation. They don't know their shapes, like what a triangle looks like, what a square or a circle looks like. They don't know how to sit still. And that made me think things that we think are very basic are not basic at all. They're things that communities and families, villages instill in you as a child. They teach you different things. You learn how to converse with others, interact with others without constantly getting into conflict. And the thing that the writers of that article kept talking about was how poverty, poor people, the kids born in poor families or working class families, they're not as well adjusted. But then the kids from wealthy or middle class families are more adjusted, like pre-pandemic babies. And one hopeful thing about that age group is that they can learn things pretty fast and catch up fast. The only danger is if, like, the resources exist, but then if the parents don't have the time or don't know about are not that into education for their kids, then you can't expect the teachers to be the parents, right? But in any case, poverty creates a situation, like a psychological difficulty, like it puts a barrier in your plans. If you're stressed out, if you're not safe, if you don't feel safe physically or emotionally, because you don't have enough money to live where you want to live, or you can't pay your bills, or you have to work in places that where you're not being treated well and all that stuff. That creates stress, and stress is a big distractor. It makes you want to check out of life. So what I would say, you should, even if you're in poverty, there's still hope, because there's whole communities where they migrated to a different country and they come together and focus on getting their kids educated. But then the trick is, how does the media treat your community? Because the kids are easily influenced, and if the media tells your kids that studying is not as important, then, or if sports is more valuable for your group than academics, then it's difficult to keep wealth in your community. So yeah, comment in the comment section, because I've had weird comments during my live, so I have turned off the comments for lives. But feel free, if you have taken the time to watch this live, let me know. Or you don't have to let me know, or like, just reflect on how life has been for this half year, from January 1st, 2024 to July 1st, 2024. What has changed? What have you learned about yourself? And what are your plans for the rest of the year until December 31st, 2024? It's a good journal prompt to reflect on. Thank you.